Those New York Rangers, man, as intriguing as ever. Coming off a season where they were 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup final, lost that series to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. Superstars scattered all around the lineup, forward, defense, and net, and a really interesting budding star, and a few fascinating question marks, whether it be how they're going to play this year, and what exactly are they going to bring to the team, or just their future with the team. It's a massive year with massive expectations for the Blue Shirts, which is saying something, because it's the New York Rangers. There are always high expectations when you put on that uniform.
I hate the name Blue Shirts. It's just my comment on this.
Quotes coming out of Rangers camp the past couple days seem pretty cup or bust-esque, and rightfully so. I think this is going to be a great team that absolutely has the potential to do it. They're going to need quite a bit to go right, though.
They're not winning the Stanley Cup. No one thinks they... Wait, what did I just do? No one thinks they're going to do that. Whoa! What the heck? No, bring it back. I like it there. Sorry. No one thinks that they're going to make the Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, I think they're going to make the third round, but I don't think they're going to go to the Stanley Cup Finals and win the Stanley Cup. There's a good possibility that they go to the Stanley Cup Finals, but not enough that they would win the Stanley Cup. I don't really got any predictions for the playoffs yet, because I haven't built my bingo card or my playoff tree. Once I build my playoff tree and bingo, I'll really start talking about who I think's gonna make the third and fourth round.
Can't just lean on Shesterkin, Fox, Trocheck, and Lafreniere to carry him there. Jacob Trouba's still around, and he's still wearing the C after...
Yeah, we got some young and old players. Panarin's on that team, so maybe Panarin can do one or two things.
Summer full of trade speculation and rumors. He had a recent quote that definitely caught a lot of people's eye and did the rounds a bit. He mentioned straight up that this is probably the last crack for this core, which respect to Trouba for not beating around the bush, just coming out and saying it. I was a little surprised to hear it though, because you don't really hear players say that often. You usually hear lots of cup or bust. We've got to make the most of this opportunity. Who knows how many years we have left together, but pretty rare, I think, to hear a guy, especially the captain, come out and say, yeah, this is probably our last chance to do this together. Like, he's not wrong, and I understand why he said it. I mean, with the trade speculation around him in the summer, Shesterkin and Lafreniere, two of the main building blocks going forward, are both in need of new contracts soon. Okay, Andre Miller as well. That's going to strap him pretty good cap-wise. Plus, you've got Panarin, Trocheck, Benajad, Kreider, all over the age of 30. I definitely see why Trouba's saying there's probably going to be some moving and shaking in Manhattan. I don't think that necessarily means that their Stanley Cup contention window is going to close, though. Not that that's what Trouba's saying here, but when he says it's the last crack for this core, who does he mean? Is he talking about himself maybe not being around if they can trade him or buy him out? If they don't win the Cup this year, are they maybe going to retool around Lafreniere, Shesterkin, and Fox? Not sure exactly what he means, but if he is referencing further than just himself, you look at who the core of the Rangers is, and those would be massive moves. And I get it, that's how it is in the salary cap world. You're adjusting, you're adapting, you're letting different guys take over.
Oh, rewind. That guy kind of looks like Trudeau. You know, Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, the worst Prime Minister in history. And I'm saying that I'm American, not Canadian. And I know how bad Trudeau does. At least he's younger than the modern day people in politics. At least he's like, what, in his late 30s, early 40s. How old is Trudeau? I kind of want to know. Justin Trudeau. Okay. He's 52. Well, he's still younger than the two people in politics today.
I get it. That's how it is in the salary cap world. You're adjusting, you're adapting, you're letting different guys take over. But man, it seems like there's a lot on the line for the Rangers this year. We'll see if this core group is up to it. They could certainly use some bounce backs from guys like Mika Zibanejad and, well, Trouba. I really like the combo of Shesterkin and Quick and net. It's obvious who the number one is, but hey, if Quick can string together quality starts like he did last year, that's going to be hugely beneficial for Shesterkin, especially for making sure he's as rested and good as can be come playoff time, which is huge for 31 and by extension the Rangers. They were good last year, especially Trocheck, but just how elite can Zibanejad Trocheck down the middle as a 1-2 punch be this year, especially in the playoffs? Lafreniere obviously is a key ingredient here. He took a
I found out throughout my time in this radio show series that he says, what does he say?
extension the Rangers. They were good last year, especially
An extension, the Rangers. That's what he says. And a extension, and then he says a team or a player. I don't know why he does that. But I'd say something like, by evidence, the team that he's on, or she's on, if you're talking about the PWHL.
Trocheck, but just how elite can Zibanejad Trocheck down the middle as a 1-2 punch be this year, especially in the playoffs? Lafreniere obviously is a key ingredient here.
I have an interesting story, and it's a hockey story. So I'm not going to just go off the rails like normally. I do random bits during this, and it's already 6 minutes, so I must have talked a lot during this video. So it was music class in elementary school. It was 5th grade. So basically, yeah. Anyway. So there's a kid in my class. I'm not going to name the kid by name because I'm not sure if his parents want me to, and I don't want to. I don't know. But so this kid who's interested in hockey. I don't know what we're talking about, but he says women can't be in the NHL. And of course, as anyone who doesn't really know anything about the NHL or it's fine, but she thought it was sexist. I don't understand why the NHL doesn't let women into their league. Now, this could just be because the NHL started during a time when women only had the right to vote and nothing else. They started in, 1950? They started in the 1916-1917 season. I don't even know if women had the right to vote. Like, seriously. Women might have not got the right to vote. So, civil rights wasn't passed yet. So, yeah. When was the women's suffrage movement ended? When did women get the right to vote? I thought the 19th Amendment was prohibition. The 19th Amendment. Okay, it was passed in... So 4 to 5 years of the... 3 to 4 years of the NHL, women didn't have the right to vote. So, yeah. I bet there's going to be some people who are like, we want women in the NHL. Like, seriously. I bet they're going to do that. And I bet they're doing this as this video is being recorded. And when I release it. So, Today we are going to be talking about. Maybe I'll do a whole video on why the NHL doesn't have women in their league. Probably not, but go watch that video if you're watching this video.
He took a massive step forward last year once he got up his sleeve for year 5. I'm excited to see it. Then there's your wild cards. Every team's got them, but for the blue shirts, they're extra interesting, especially Kako and Hedel.
Everyone thinks you're talking about the Blue
Jackets. Down year
Jackets.
on a middling Pittsburgh team last year. Not sure how long he's going to stay in the top 6, but he's at least going to get a chance to prove that he belongs there.
I remember you, Riley Smith. I don't really remember you playing on that team. But well, I hope you're good for the Rangers. You know.
And being only a year and change removed from 26 goals, he just might. And Kreider's funny, man. Here's a guy who's giving you between 20 and 28 goals for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, boom, 52, 36, 39. Just when you thought you knew what to expect from the guy. Now it's like, all right, are we going to get a regression to the mean here? Or we get 28 goal Chris Kreider, 36 goal Kreider, who's still a beast, or cheat code Kreider? Ranger fans and hockey fans in general who follow this team, give me your thoughts on them. I know I get quite a few requests to talk about them. I want to know how you feel about them heading into the year. What do you think about what Trouba said? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. You're awesome.
Wait, what Chubut said?